almost 4 months into contest prep, and my snow cones are still a staple. Just a little kind of contest prep, kind of vlog update for you. Today is December 28th. I'm, 16 weeks out now. And I went home for the holidays. I went to Christmas, or I went back home to, I'm from Wenatchee, Washington, so I went back there for a couple days to spend time with family. One thing I did do, it kind of aligned perfectly where my refeed is every Sunday and Christmas was on Sunday. So I did use that as my refeed, but kind of what if anybody watched my how I kind of approached Thanksgiving video, I kind of did the same thing where I kind of took, because obviously my family prepared kind of like a similar type, almost identical like Thanksgiving type meal with like turkey, you know, mashed potatoes and gravy and rolls and like pies and all this good stuff that I freaking love. But I kind of did a similar thing where I kind of chose my favorite kind of foods that I wanted to do, which was like, I love turkey, I love mashed potatoes and gravy. My mom makes a really good like sweet potato dish with like this like really bad like marshmallows and like brown sugar kind of glaze. It's like, oh. And then my sister makes like a really good green bean casserole. And then I love just like a regular like bread, you know, roll. So I think I did like 2 big plates. I'll post a picture up here of what I ate. This should work. So I had 2 big plates of that, and honestly, it kind of scares me sometimes because I watch like how my mom and everything, they prepare like mashed potatoes, and it's like all the regular milk and like sticks of butter that goes into it, and then even like how my stepdad prepares like the turkey with, I'm sure, like all this oil and like all this stuff. So I'm assuming I probably went over my fat by a good amount, and it was honestly just kind of eyeballing things and estimating. So I hadn't actually weighed in for, it was almost like 3 or 4 days, because as soon as I got back, I freaking drove out to Idaho to spend a night with my ex-girlfriend. So I didn't actually get my first kind of weigh in since, God, for like 4 or 5, maybe like 4 days straight, I hadn't weighed in. So I was kind of nervous stepping on the scale today. I didn't know if like that Christmas, those 2 big plates of food was gonna kind of screw me over and all of a sudden make me like rebound really bad. But I was 194 on the dot, which I was kind of hoping I was gonna be lower, because I had hit a new low of 194.4 exactly a week ago on this day. So I'm assuming I just sent that weigh-in off to Cliff, and I'm assuming that that's not going to be a sufficient enough weight loss this week. So this could be either 2 bad things, either a lower macros or having to do cardio. I think at this point, I don't know what I'd rather do. It's a tough call. But so we'll see. So that's kind of where things are at now. I'm also 1 week into the core stack of the core test and the core hard. And to be honest, I mean, I'm not affiliated with Core Nutritionals or anything like that, so I'm not here to, you know, I feel like sometimes some people that are affiliated with certain companies, they're gonna kind of give you a good opinion no matter what the product, how it performs. So I'm kind of a really good, just kind of unbiased, you know, approach to this review. And I mean, so far a week in, I can't tell any difference on either of the products, but I will say from what I've heard, and one of the really good reviews that I did watch on Massive Joe's YouTube channel was, he said he didn't really feel like the core test kick in till about day 10. And today is day 7 for me. So we'll see after a few more days. Again, this is kind of a fun thing because I've never taken products like this. So it's gonna be kind of a fun thing for me just to kind of like keep you guys, you know, keep you guys informed on how I feel these supplements work. You know what I mean? I'm happy, you know, if they don't work, then hopefully I can save you guys some money. And if I do feel right, you know, in the end, they really did make a big difference, then hey, like I'm a really good case study to kind of, you know, let you know those products actually did work. So that's where we're at now. Finally feels good to be like back in like my normal. That's one thing I hate about holidays is like, or going anywhere in a contest prep, I gotta like pack all my certain little foods and things that like most people don't have. I feel like normal people aren't gonna have certain little contest prep essential things that you need, because you kind of have your staple foods that you're always gonna eat, meals and things like that. So I had to bring like 4 or 5 grocery bags of like different foods and stuff. And I just hate cooking at other people's houses, you know, even though it's my parents, I just don't like cooking over there as much. So it just feels good to get back into like my normal daily regimen of like everything's here that I need. And back to my gym. Last night was my first night back. Felt pretty good. It was a blood volume back day and delts overload day. So I did that last night. Felt good. And then tonight is legs overload. So kind of see where I kind of like gauging where my squats are week to week. So kind of making sure that my squats are staying relatively high. And so I got like legs overload tonight and just abs overload tonight. So just kind of heavy ab training work. So that's pretty much it, guys. We have definitely gotten a crap ton of snow here as of late. See if I can give you guys a little idea. There's Jack. You can kind of see on this table right here, there's almost like, I would say close to like a foot. You can kind of see a better idea there. Definitely, like, look at my grill here. Tons of snow. Got the icicles forming all on the roof. But yeah, it's definitely full on winter mode here in Spokane, Washington. And like I said, I am not a fan of the cold. So all I do is during these winters, I just wait for them to be over. But anyways, guys, I'm going to conclude, or I'm going to add this little clip along with my overload back training that I did right before I believe I left for Christmas. So hopefully these, you know, again, I like doing these, showing you guys kind of workouts, just to give you guys kind of ideas of my new program, how I'm structuring it, how I'm doing it, and it just gives you guys new ideas for back workouts. So hope you guys enjoy this. Guys, it is back overload workout tonight. We are starting with deadlifts, 3 sets, 4 to 7 reps. Last week, I think I hit a PR of 4, my top set, my third set was 475 for 7. But that night I felt like $1,000,000. Tonight, definitely have like the prep feels where I'm like going through all my warm-up sets and everything's feeling heavier than it should, which is usually a bad sign. So we're gonna start this first set with 405. It'll be kind of a good gauge of strength. And then I'll just kind of figure out what I want to do with my next 2 sets after that. So, lesson learned tonight. Took the deadlifts up to 465. First one missed, came back, redemption, got it for 4, so strength was definitely down tonight. But I kind of, on the first rep, it was really slow. I kind of felt my back tweak a little bit, so lesson learned. I took my ego out of it and I just dropped it down to 405 for the last set, hit 7, got done with my deads. Now we're moving on to pull-ups, 3x4 to 7. So when you're 195 pounds now, you definitely got to add some weight. So I'm adding
I started with 45 pounds for my first set, 45-pound plates. I'm probably gonna go maybe like 55 pounds and then like 65 pounds and just try to shoot for 4 to 7 reps. So I'll get a clip or 2 of these for you guys, and just so you can see how I do my weighted pull-up. Exercise is the high hammer strength row. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take D handles and you're gonna put these on the bars. So what this is gonna do is this is gonna keep your elbows from being able to tuck your elbows in closer to your side to make sure that we're isolating those lats. The one thing with this machine that I did not like was I felt like when you pull it down, it drove my elbows out, which makes this more of a rear delt type movement. So by using the D handles, you can simply adjust where you want the path of your elbows during the row. So again, this is gonna be 3 sets, 4 by 7, gonna go heavier on these, probably like 3 plates, maybe 3 plates and a 25. Yeah. The hammer strength high rows are done. Took it up to 3 plates and a 35 on each side. And now we're moving on to T-bar rows, just old school T-bar rows. Again, 3 sets, 4 to 7 reps. So I'll get a set or 2 on film for you guys, see how I like to do these. Again, I think the most issue that people do with these is going too heavy. And then once they start to like go too heavy, you start to stand up more and almost make it like a shrug. Whereas I really like keeping my low back almost parallel with the ground and really focus on hitting that mid back, as you guys will kind of see in this next clip.
Show you how I could show